Hello everyone, it's Halima with Healthy Eating. I wanted to share today with you guys how to make a turkey. And basically what you do is you thaw the turkey depending on your weight because you're getting it frozen. This is 20 pound. I gave it 5 days in the refrigerator to thaw. I took the plastic off and now you're gonna take this plastic that's at the beginning out, and then you're going to cut this whole thing off because you don't want to cook this with the plastic around it. There you go. So this came off. You're gonna recycle that, and then this fat is gonna give it more flavor and stuff. But I'm watching my calories, so that and this black thing on the side is coming out. So I'm gonna throw these things away. And then you go inside and they used to put this in a paper bag, but I think some people had cooked it with the paper inside, so they're trying to avoid that. I think they're being smarter. The people that are selling these turkeys, they're taking the paper cover off. So inside of this is just the neck. With this, I'm gonna make it very tasty. And then what you do is you drain all the water from inside and you wash it really good. I've already washed it. I'm going to wash it one more time because I took these things out. And just put your finger inside and then rinse it in a clean sink. I'm doing it in the sink to avoid mess. And then now inside of this I'm going to put the stuffing. So we're going to leave the turkey neck in there. And for the stuffing, what I do is, you don't have to have a broth, but I'm going to put all these, I have basically about 1 onion, 2.5 small potatoes chopped up, and a couple red peppers and 1 yellow pepper. This is not hot, but you can make it hot if you like it hot. And then 2 small tangerines, which I also shredded. You want to make sure you take the seeds out. So I just took that seed out, and there's the zest right there that I zested earlier. So that's why you need 2 small ones of juice of that. So we're gonna make the mix in here. Actually, I'm gonna use my broth too. This is my soup that I made. So it already has the celery. If you didn't have the soup, you don't need the soup. I just happen to have extra soup. Now I want to use this. And if you don't like carrots, you can. My son does not like carrots, so I'm gonna remove the carrots out. And then just leave this has tomatoes, stewed tomatoes and celery, onion in the soup with meat that had bone, but I took all that out. There was a little bit of the stew meat left. Anyway, so then I'm going to squeeze the tangerine in here, and then I'm going to 2 for the stuffing, and then 2 of them for the outside. So that got squeezed in, and then I'm going to just add all of this, the the peppers, the onion, chopped potatoes. And the ingredient inside could be anything. The normal is just celery, carrots, bread. You can use French bread, stale bread that you have. Make sure it's edible, and clean. So this is my leftover bread from the bread that I got. So it's like basically just a white bread that I have. I'm going to mix all of this up with everything else that's in here, and then so it's going to get all the flavor of the soup in there, and you just mix it all up. You can use a spoon if you like. I'm just using my hand because my hands are clean. I already washed it. Just mix it all up. In my country they eat soup with their hands too, and they share the same bowl with everybody, but sometimes you have separate bowls as well. But I grew up using my hands a lot. I'm a native of Afghanistan. So anyway, so once this is done, then you're going to add you know, a little bit of, this is half a cup of coconut oil with 1 tablespoon. So I'm going to use the 1 tablespoon for the inside of the stuffing, just to give it more flavor. And can I use a little bit of, this is half a cup of crushed garlic, almost 3/4. Put a little bit of garlic in there, and then it's gonna be delicious once it gets all the flavor from the meat in there. It'll be delicious. And then sprinkle a little bit more garlic powder, you know, and some black pepper in there, you know, to give it a good flavor. And then a little bit of turmeric. I just use probably, you know, a couple two teaspoon, you know, just a little bit, to, because it's a good anti-inflammatory, it's good for your body. And I'm not using any butter with this turkey, and it's going to be delicious once it's done. You guys will see the final product. Oops, and if you drop stuff, it's okay, because this is a clean sink, so you can pick up your pieces and put it back. And then let's see if I can stuff this much in there. You probably need like half of this, but anyway, you can add, I don't know, tomatoes, whatever you like. Then I'm gonna just stuff this inside the turkey. You could put a little bit of salt in there too, if you want it. But the soup has salt, but I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit more salt in there, just a salt shaker, and mix it up, and then just stuff it inside the turkey. So we're doing that. And then I'm just trying to get all of it in, so I'm squeezing it in like I'm making a dough. But you know, cooking is all about trying things out to see how it comes out. Like when you're taking the stuffing out, make sure you taste it, make sure it tastes good. And if it doesn't, just put a little bit of salt and pepper, you know, have it on the table, or add it to it before you serve it. So you can take all the stuffing out and put in a dish, because people like stuffing by itself. So now, as far as the turkey, so I was able to get all that. I didn't think I could, but I did. So then now for the turkey itself, I'm going to use the coconut oil instead of butter, because it's healthy for you, it kills germs. I'm going inside the skin as far as I can, and then putting the coconut oil in there. I actually learned this from my mom, bless her soul. She's not with us anymore. I love you, Mom, and I miss you. Anyways, she taught me to do it like this. My parents were they're both deceased. I love you, Dad, too, and I miss you. Anyway, and they were both very good cooks. And then once you do this, then you're gonna add the juice in there too. And in fact, after you squeeze all the juice, you can just leave the skin, like cut it in half, and just leave a piece in there, because it's gonna smell good on one side and the other one on the other side. And I've got one more, and I can just put it all over on top of it. And then I'm gonna put a bit more oil to get the back part. And what I do is I'm going to also rub all around it, and then sprinkle the turkey with garlic powder all over it, you know. And once I turn it around, we'll do the other side too. Black pepper, like so. And make sure you get the wings too, because some people like the wing. And then a little bit of garlic powder. And I'll put that inside. And then just keep using this so it gets good garlic all over. And put some on top. And I'm cooking this in a roaster. And I'll show you guys the dish in a second. Let me finish the, whoa, my stuffing is coming out, so I gotta stuff it back in there. And a little bit more butter in there. And then more butter around this because we're trying to keep it moist. And this is actually pretty, this is pretty fatty, but it's got some meat in there, so I'm going to leave that in. I have a friend that actually that was his favorite part because the meat inside this little bottom part is pretty tasty. So I'm going to go ahead and use all of this, but the oil so it comes moist. And then when keeping something, I'm going to put it on top of this. Got a bit more garlic left. Put it all over. Then we're going to put it on our roaster here. This is the roaster, and the roaster is just called, what I'm using is called Aroma roasted oven. They have it at 350. Hopefully you can see this. I'm gonna put I put a little bit of water underneath all the way to the screen, and sorry about that, lost its balance for a second. Anyway, so that's there. Then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more garlic powder. Black pepper, and some more of the oil all around it. And then we could do the other side too. Actually, the back of it. Rubbing that. And then that's it. I'm gonna put a cover on it and then let it get cooked. I'll show you guys the final product. That's it. Actually, one more thing. I'm going to sprinkle the rest of the juice on top so it gives it a good flavor. And I'm going to just leave this on the side of the turkey. And then that's it. Cover it up. It's at 350. You're going to cook this for, I think, it's 20 pound, probably like for 5 hours on 350. I would check the hours because I'm guessing right now, but it's going to be cooked on 350. Thank you so much for watching my channel, and you all have a great day. Happy Thanksgiving for everybody if they're celebrating Thanksgiving, and God bless. Subscribe and ring the bell if you like my recipe. Have a great day. Bye-bye.